Oh, hello. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's see who joins. Always a pleasure seeing people come on board and interact like usual. For those of you that are just joining, the more likes we get, the more of a feeding frenzy we're going to create. And feel free to share. Nathanael, welcome, my friend. How are you? Always nice having you here. Always nice seeing familiar faces on my lives, of course. Hello, my friend. I love you too. Valerie Junke. Okay, long name. Val, thank you for being here. Love and light to you. Katrina just joined. Noor. Okay, some more people are just going to jump on board. So for those of you that are just, I'm just going to talk a little bit so more people can jump on board, of course. For those of you that are new here, feel free to check out Katrina. What? Yes, was just thinking. Hold on. Thinking what? Hope you're doing a live tonight. Oh, wow. Thank you, Katrina. Hello, love and light to you. Awesome. Thank you. I guess we kind of had a telepathic community there because here I am, I am live. So, for those of you that are just joining and don't know me, of course, feel free to hit my page and follow and like, of course, and share and all those wonderful things. I'm just going to wait a couple of seconds here, just trying to see who else jumps on board before I talk about my subject. So, what I really wanted to talk about tonight is actually about words, okay? And I wanted to let everybody know that words, as a lot of you might know, are actually energy, okay? And when we actually describe something or when we talk about something, and obviously we're using words and language, right? It is a clear indicator of where we are vibrationally, okay? And this is actually very, very important because a lot of times what happens is we just talk about something or we use words, right? And we are not necessarily aware of how important, what kind of an impact they actually have towards us and towards those that are surrounding us, okay? Now, the same way that words are, also your thoughts, of course, are also a key indicator of where you stand vibrationally. And also, when you write something, even if it's something that you are typing on this beautiful social media platform of TikTok, or even if you're writing a letter to somebody, it doesn't really matter, right? When you express yourself in a certain way, that shows you where you are energetically. So, for example, you might catch yourself saying something like, I wish I had this, example, right? It doesn't matter what it is. The minute you start putting something in future tense, you are showing that you don't have it right here, right now, okay? Now, you're not aware of this, of course, so the idea behind this is for you to become aware of it. Or you might use something like, sometimes we say, oh, I'm so stupid, right? Or silly me, or how can I do that? We criticize ourselves without actually realizing that our subconscious mind takes things very, very serious, right? Our subconscious mind can't understand if we are kidding or if we are joking or what the scenario is. And our subconscious mind is directly related to the universe, okay? And when it doesn't understand what you mean, it gives a false message to the universe, and the universe replies also in the same frequency and vibration, okay? So, yeah, always be very, very careful of the words that you use or the statements. And that, again, is a very clear indicator where you stand. Okay, you might be using something like even health-wise. I don't know. Example, you might say something about you, or even towards somebody else, health-related, for example, right? And just the way you describe it, you're just showing that that person is ill, or even yourself is ill, right? So, having said that, of course, I'm always open for questions from all of you. Anything that you might want to say, it doesn't necessarily have to be related to this topic. Okay, and of course, my subs will always, the ones that are subscribed actually are always the first dibs. They're the ones that I respond to first. It's only fair, right? Not that I don't like anybody else. Of course, I love all of you, but I still need to do my due diligence. So, for those of you that are new here, you can go check out my TikTok page. If you like what you see, you can hit a follow, of course, and you can hit the little bell icon, and that way every time I upload a video, you can be the first to get notified. And if you also tap onto the link tree that is at the bottom of my page, that's going to direct you to my other social media platforms, and including my brand new website that's there. Feel free to scroll through it, look around, see if you find something interesting, of course. And also, we have created, because a lot of you requested, thank you, Brandon, we have created, or I have created, a private group on Facebook, of course. And this group is, again, for like-minded people, and it is mostly for us just to get together and exchange ideas and exchange thoughts. A lot of you have different, what should I say? A lot of you have also a lot of beautiful gifts that I would like for you to share to the rest of the world and to the rest of us, because when we have these wonderful gifts, it's always good to share them with everybody, because this is how we grow, this is how we expand, this is how we evolve. Okay, so this group, you're not going to find it because it is a private group. Of course, I had to open up a profile as well, so my profile is public, you can find that. But for the group, you're going to have to DM me. You can DM me even on TikTok here, even if I'm not friends with you. I've set it up that way that anybody can DM me actually. Okay, so you can DM me on that, and I can send you the link to the group. Okay, and again, for those that wish to subscribe, this is your opportunity to do so while I am live. Feel free to do so. Anybody that does and wishes to can have a 15-minute Zoom meeting with me one-on-one as a courtesy and complimentary. Okay, all right, so let's see some of your questions happening here. I want to know, where is everybody connecting from? Of course, I do have a lot of familiar faces here. Donovan, hello, my friend. Katrina, love and light to you, my wonderful friend. Yay, okay. Are you saying the yay about the group? Because you're going to like the group. Again, it was just created, so this group is growing, okay? But again, it's not about the numbers, it's about the quality, okay? So I don't, it's for us just to get together and exchange ideas, of course. Yes, love and light to you as well. Thank you. All right, let's go further down. Good evening. Good evening. Pasquale, thank you, my friend. Always a pleasure to have you here. Valerie, okay. That is true. What do I say? My brain listen, and that is very important in life. Yes, 1000%. So this is what we call the self-talk that we have, right, Valerie? A lot of times, this happens behind the curtains, okay? So it happens without you even realizing it. It is like automatic. We have grown, we have been brought up to believe that this is normal, but it is not. Our brain, yada yada behind us is not a normal behavior because it is out of control. The normal behavior would be for us to literally observe it, look at it. Don't try to stop it. Nobody's saying to do that. Just let it be, and don't get involved in its chitty chatter or whatever it wants to do. But the clear indication again is when you catch your thoughts and you observe them. This is why what we call awakening. The awakening process is nothing else but you becoming more aware and more aware of what is happening around you. Okay, this is what awakening means. And when you are aware of what is happening around you, you become into complete and full alignment with who you really are. Okay, so it is very important to understand how we use these words, how we think, how we write them down, how we express ourselves, because that shows us our vibration, okay, and our frequency. Nathanael, but how can I be strong? Strong about what, my friend? You are strong already. You are more than strong. You are a powerful, multi-dimensional being of vast proportions. Your true nature is that of love and light. How strong do you want to be? Literally. Because I think you are confusing the I am with your body. Okay? Your body is a wonderful tool for you to explore this reality, of course. Don't get me wrong. We should love our body. We should feed our body with beautiful energy. We should explore everything with our body, right? But you are more powerful and more strong than what you think you are. Okay, Zag, I have been feeling people's pain lately. It has been making me cry. I get that, Brandon. So you are what we call an empath, okay? And this is very, very common. This is a very common issue with empaths. What happens is they pick up information from others, especially when they walk into a room and they come in contact with them. And a lot of times they mistakenly believe that whatever they are feeling is coming from themselves, where in reality it is coming from the environment or others that are in the room. Okay, the way to deal with this is to understand that A, these are not your feelings and emotions. B, even if they were your feelings and emotions, you are not them. So you are beyond them. You are above them. You are the observer of them. And since you can observe them, you cannot be them. Okay? So, yeah, it is something that you need to play around with. It is something that you need to work on, for sure, Brandon. Right? But having said that, once you realize that being an empath is not a curse, it is actually a gift. Okay? You can switch that to your advantage and to everybody else's advantage, of course, and see how you can help them instead of you feeling down about whatever has occurred, right? Katrina, I don't have Facebook, but I may have to create one. So yeah, even if you create a profile, Katrina, it is very, very easy to do one. Okay, I believe all you need is an email address, your name, your date of birth, which is all fine and dandy, right? So you can create one. It's going to take you about 5 minutes, maybe, not 5 to 10 minutes, I would say, tops, not even. And then once you do that, yes, you can DM me, of course. And once you DM me, I can send you the link for the group because it is a private group. Not anybody can join it. So you can DM me and I'm going to have to send you the link for it, okay? And I kept it private on purpose because we don't want... there's a lot of different people out there that don't see things necessarily the way we do, and that's fine. That's all okay. But I want to keep this... I want to keep it... what do you call it? Polite and nice. We are there to grow and evolve, and we are not there to argue with anybody, of course, right? And we are there to respect everybody's opinion. So that's why it is a private group. All right. Next. Without them even needing to talk. Brandon. Oh yeah. Yes. Of course you don't need to talk with them because, like I said before, you are what we call an empath. So you are picking up these feelings instantaneously. Where to find the group? Just DM me. Okay, you can DM me on TikTok because I don't even have to follow you actually. I've set up TikTok in a way that you can actually DM me even if I'm not following you, okay? So DM me and I'm going to send you the link. Once I send you the link, all you got to do is copy and paste, and that's it. You're going to go directly to it once you go on Facebook. Okay. Add my TikTok account, Travis. Add your TikTok account to what? It's a Facebook account, actually. Okay, this group is on Facebook. It's not on TikTok. So you can DM me on TikTok and I can send you the link, and then you copy and paste on Facebook and it will bring you to the group. Okay, Travis? All right. Could you please, wow, could you please, Big Hat, thank you. I didn't realize that we had so many people interested in this beautiful group. I will tell you there are already some amazing individuals that have joined, and a lot of you might even know one another, but joining the group is actually beneficial for everybody because you can directly communicate with one another, even if I'm not in the group, like present, I'm meaning at that moment, right? You can just communicate with one another. You can exchange ideas. You can create your own posts. It's a community. It's a community for everybody to grow and expand. You can share your own opinions. You can share your own stories. You can do whatever it is that you want to do, as long as, again, it is respectful towards everybody. Okay? And that's all. So you can DM me, my friend Big Hat, and I will send you the link as well. Okay? This is neuro-linguistic programming. Good to see it is becoming mainstream. Yes, it is becoming mainstream, actually, and I like that as well. Hi, Coach. Can I get a pep talk for my hockey game tonight? You're having a hockey game tonight and you want a pep talk. That is awesome. I love you guys. You guys come to me for everything, and I love it because at the end of the game, it is all about energy. So you said game, and I said game too. That's how the mind works. At the end of the day, I meant to say everything is all about energy. And really, when you go to play hockey tonight, my wonderful friend, okay, see the outcome as if it is already done right here, right now, in the present moment. So see yourself playing this game. See yourself crushing it. See yourself scoring. See your teammates cheering for you. See everything that you want to see, but the key is to see it now. And having said that, I'm going back to what I was saying earlier about using the proper words as well, because you might be seeing it as in the now, but if your words are saying something different, there's a conflict in your energetic field, and that's not what you want. You want all of your energies to be in alignment with the field. I like that word, the field. That's a new scientific term now, but I like it. So you want to be in alignment with the field, okay? That's awesome. We are the words we choose to use. Yes, Truth, Warden, and so yes, we are the words we choose to use. 1000%, my friend. Right, I'm just going to scroll down real fast to see if any of my subs have said something here. Katrina, I oversaw what I believe to be a memory that wasn't mine, as the person was also there. Any idea why? So you saw a memory that wasn't yours. So the memory that you had belonged to somebody else, and they had that memory too. So in other words, you can also be what we call an empath, Katrina, because when you are an empath, you're not only picking up feelings from others, but you can also pick up on a memory, or you can pick up like a flashback, like like a flash of some particular moment, right? But it's all good. On the other hand, what I would say is that maybe that other person that you picked up that so-called memory is also you, okay? We're getting into a little different ground here, but when I say it's also you, I mean that your higher being can have multiple souls playing out at the same time, and maybe you just bumped into one of them. So you are actually connecting with your higher being at the same time, and you have this memory. All right, good afternoon. I love that. You guys are awesome, man. Look at the stuff that you're sharing. Katerina, thank you. You're welcome. Let's see, any other of my comments? Rick is in the house. It's flow, Professor. Flow. Yes, my friend Rick. It is flow. 1000%. You just let everything flow. All right? Katrina, well, thank you. Yes, I'm certainly an empath too. For sure you are an empath. And like I said, a lot of times empaths, there's this misconception, the only think that empaths can pick up just feelings, right? But it goes beyond that. An empath can pick up feelings, an empath can pick up a vision, an emotion, of course, or an actual real scenario playing out. Okay? So, absolutely. Reiki opinion. Reiki is good. It's awesome. Now, again, Reiki is something that falls right into the energetic world. A lot of people like using Reiki as what do you call it? Energy healing, and that's all good. I love Reiki. I don't know whose memory it was, though. Maybe I'll find out. Yeah, so you might not know right now, Katrina, but I wouldn't really worry about it because you might have another glimpse down the road, right? And when you have this glimpse, you might be able to tie this memory with an actual face behind it, right? So I wouldn't really worry about it right now. Just let it go. Like Rick said, flow. Just go with the flow. I love that. Rick is wise, by the way. I love Rick. Let's see if I missed something up here. Which I'm sure I did because I had to zoom down to see what my wonderful subs were saying. We are energy action we choose to undertake. Yes, 1000%. We are everything we choose to create. Yes, truth, wonder, salt. Yes, very wise. You're amazing, brother. So are you, Pasquale. You're amazing too. Thanks for the answer. Not a problem, Nathanael. Love and light to you. We need less drag shows in Canada. We need less. You know what we need? We need less thinking of our mind. Like we get caught up in these thoughts and we just believe that we are our thoughts, right? Bev, when I get asked about my health probes, I feel I dare not say as don't want universe making it bigger. No. The universe doesn't operate like that. The universe doesn't operate by you, what you say in that respect. The universe operates according to your vibration, okay? So when I say about words, it's not just the words you got to follow. It's the whole shebang. It's everything, right? So in this case, you might be saying something, but if you're feeling something different, the universe is going to pick up on the actual feeling part that you are having. Thank you, Katrina. And when it picks up on the feeling part, it's going to give you more of that. So I wouldn't really worry about it. By the way, Bev, I believe I sent you the link, or I invited you to the group. Make sure you check your invitation. I think I did it twice, but all right. So, what do you think about Reiki? Are you a practitioner? So, I'm not a Reiki practitioner, but I do also a lot of energy work. We got to keep in mind that somebody came up with this word Reiki and created this so-called classes and different levels of Reiki that you can accomplish, of course, right? But bottom line is this: once you understand how energy works, okay, it doesn't matter what you label it or call it, because at the end of the game, you are beyond labels, you are beyond wording, okay? Energy is energy, and once you know how to tap into it, the sky is the limit. All right. Good afternoon. Okay, 28 days is in the house. Thank you, my friend. Thank you for being here. Look up on YouTube, The Fifth Kind. Okay. Thank you for sharing that. Look up on Create Society. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Okay. And Bev, and I know I must not take ownership of the health probes, but hard when non-awakened peeps ask how how you answer. Okay, so I get it. The awakened peeps, everybody has their own time and place, right? So I would just let them go with the flow, like Rick says. I love that. I'm going to use that, Rick. I love that flow. Let everything go in their own flow, okay? And everybody will have the opportunity to awaken at some point or another. If you choose so or not so right now, you will have multiple opportunities to do it, okay? So I wouldn't really worry about it. As far as, taking ownership of health, just go with the flow. Like Rick says, I love that. We are here to evolve and realize that there is more than us. I love the way you say things. I love it. Okay. Hello, my beloved friend. Hello to you too. It hurts. Don't let it hurt. Namaste. Followed. Okay, thank you. Rick. It's flow. Just like I said, Rick is just awesome. Okay, Katrina. We mentioned all this. I'm just going down. That's good. Hello, my friend. Rachel Williams. How are you? Haven't seen you in a while. Hope everything is okay with you and your dog, of course, and everything else that you care about. Regarding empathic people, yeah, the problem is that usually pick negative energy of other people. Yeah, because usually what happens is it's the so-called negative energy that for whatever reason feels stronger at that moment, right? But I wouldn't even label it. I would just let energy be, because in reality, energy is just energy, right? It's just the way we label it or the way we see it that makes it good or so-called bad, right? But once we realize that energy is just energy, and we can actually influence that energy by projecting our awareness towards it, then magical things happen. This is what we call miracles, okay? Because literally you can perform miracles when you understand that there are no limits to you. There are no limits to energy. There is no limit to your awareness, okay? And this is the amazing thing. Can you explain, please, what happens to us when we leave our body? Thank you, Pasquale. You guys are amazing. So there have been a lot of documentation. There has been a lot of documentation on this, actually. Okay, and I can tell you even firsthand. When you leave your body, of course, everybody's experience is different. Number one. Okay, why is this? Because you create your own reality. But having said that, there are certain things that are very, very similar. And what are those? For example, you leave your body, you look above and you can see it. That is very, very common to about maybe 80 to 90% of folks that leave their body. Okay? Now, the rest of it is very, very simple. You end up going wherever you need to go. Most of the time, it is the light that you see. But again, a lot of people get confused about the light. The light that you see is actually your own being, your higher being. Because this is the first being that you will come in contact with before anything else, okay? So you come in contact with your higher being, and it is your higher being. You know those people that say sometimes, oh, I was kicked back, I was sent back without my will? That doesn't happen. What happens is you come in contact with your higher being, okay, which you see it as a different entity, you see it as a light or whatever the scenario might be. But because it's you, but on a bigger level, you're the one still making the decision, okay? So you think that you are you here, but in reality, no, this is the real you. So the real you sees you, and this you says, no, I don't want to go back, I want to come with you. And this you says, no, you're going back because we're not done yet, right? And this is how that plays out. So there's nothing to worry about. It is like going from one room to another. What happens is you just simply change your focus. That's all it is, okay? Beautiful questions again tonight. Any protections? You don't need any protections, believe me. I want to friend request you I want to friend request you, Rick. Okay. Well, you want to friend request Rick? Brandon? Is that what you're saying? Okay, let's go back down. Rick is awesome. You should friend request him. Thank you, thank you. We'll check. Yeah, not a problem, Bev. I didn't get the link. Pet care. Okay, so you're going to, you can send me a direct message on TikTok. And once you do that, thank you, Stripe Pipe. Once you do that, I can send you the link. All you need to do is copy and paste it. And then just go to Facebook and just boom. It's going to direct you right to it. Join, thank you. Wow, that was fast, Bev. What do you mean you joined? I didn't accept you. Or no, I did. I invited you. I get it. Yes, you did join. Thank you for joining, Bev. Okay, hello from Tel Aviv. Awesome. I love the fact that we have different, people from all around the world joining us. I love this. Okay, let's go further down. Rachel, I'm good. My Bella is healing. I love to hear that. Thank you, Rachel. I've been on hermit mode working on myself. Thanks for asking. That is awesome. I love that. And it's always amazing when you work on yourself, isn't it, Rachel? And I'm glad to hear that Bella is doing fine as well. Awesome. I love that. Because I know for a fact that Bella means a lot to you. So I'm glad to hear that. Peace. How do you protect yourself from a negative energy that makes your body hurt? Thank you. So the first thing we need to, there's a couple things here. Okay, peace. Number one, we need to realize that energy just is. There's no negative or positive. There just is, right? So the first thing we need to do, DJ Rock, thank you, is to drop the label. Okay? Don't think of energy as being negative. That's number one. Number two, when you feel that it is hurting your body, be aware of it. Be aware of the sensation. Be aware that something is happening to your body, okay? But don't try to fight it. Just like Rick said, just go with the flow, okay? And once you go with the flow, you just let it be, and you see yourself in perfect health. You see yourself not hurting, okay? It's going to take some practice, because I get it. When you actually have physical pain, you need to overcome that, right? And the way you overcome that is by simply seeing yourself in that state that you want yourself to be in. But the key is to see it in the now. And this is where it gets tricky, because you need to see it in the now. Very, very important. Okay, peace. Okay, Rachel, I've had to let go of some so-called spiritual friends who I thought had good intentions but not. So again, yeah, that is actually a part of a lot of people that go through the so-called spiritual process, Rachel. Because what happens is the word spiritual is very broad, right? What do we really mean about spiritual? But I can tell you this from my end, okay? When you grow, when you evolve, when you expand, the people or the circle that is surrounding you, not all of them are going to grow at the same rate. Not all of them are going to expand at the same rate. Not all of them are going to grow at the same rate. Okay? So in this case, what happens is you don't try to force anybody, of course, okay, because we all have free will. That is the nature of the universe. Free will is very important. So you need to do the same for them. You can't force anybody to do something. But what's going to happen is your vibration has shifted, your frequency has shifted, and now it is pulling you in a different direction than some of your friends. And that's okay, because that void that you might think that you're missing from those friends is going to get covered, and some, from new people that are going to match your frequency, match your vibration. Okay? So I wouldn't worry about it. I wouldn't even focus on it. I would just move on and let it be. Okay? But it is important that you don't hold any negative feelings or emotions towards them or the scenario. Just let it be. Be grateful that we're in your life. And the reason for this is because everything that happens in our life happens so we can grow out of it and benefit. So it had a job to do. Okay, it did it. Now you just move on. Don't worry, Rachel. Besides, you found us anyway. You can join our group too, by the way, Facebook group. It's a private group, so not everybody can find it. Just DM me and I can send you the link to it. And all you got to do is copy and paste. Maybe you're going to find more people there that you are in alignment with, Rachel. All right. What's your favorite, easiest way for astral travel of all your videos that you posted? By far, I have two favorites. Okay, and I put them equally. But I would say my favorite one of all is the rocking one. Okay, so like you are on a swing, that's personally for me. I picture myself rocking, right? And when I feel that vibration, I can actually feel that movement without moving, right? I actually feel it. And then it's like jumping off the swing. Remember when we were kids? The swing is swinging, and then when it reaches this point here, right, you just jump off, remember? And then we used to land down, right? Jump off and land. So that's the way I do it. That is by far my favorite. Okay, the second favorite one would be to simply look at the spot from the distance and try to grab that, right? But that's by far my favorite. I just like to feel the motion of it. So thank you for asking. And I hope your puppy is okay too. Yes, she is, Strip Pipe. Puppy is growing. She is awesome. Thank you. Rick, yes I did. Okay, that's awesome. I love the way you guys are communicating. How do you deal with people you know bring your vibe down, but you are meant to help them? So, first of all, there's two key things. Remember I was talking about the wording and how we write things. This is an example of that, right? Let me point it out. It's not critical, by the way. It's constructive. First of all, we need to understand that nobody can bring us down. You are in total control of your vibration. I get it. You walk into an environment and people might tick you off, or they might step on you, or they might rub on you the wrong way, or whatever the scenario is. But this is where the greatest awakening happens, because this is the opportunity for you to grow and expand even more. How? By simply not engaging in that vibration, by simply understanding how energy works and just keeping your vibes high. Okay? How do you do that? By not participating with them and just thinking of positive thoughts or emotions yourself. The minute you get into that mood and into that mode, nothing can bring you down. So nobody has any control over you. Okay? Nobody. And that's what you got to do. Because the minute you slip and you let their vibration get to you, then you just tumble down into that vibration, and it's very hard to get yourself back up again. How many times do I live? As many as you want. There is no set amount, literally. Okay, Val? No set amount. You are the one that actually is in charge of that. So when you come to a point where you think that you don't need to come back or so-called reincarnate, then you don't have to. All right? It's plain and simple. All right. Feel free to share this, by the way, to as many people as you want. Anybody that can benefit, of course. And of course, the more likes we get, the more TikTok loves us and puts us out there even more. For those of you that are new again, you can always check my page and hit a follow if you like what you see. And also you can hit the little bell icon. Every time I upload a video, you will be among the first to get notified. Okay? And if you go to my link tree at the bottom of my page, you can tap on that. That's going to direct you to my brand new website that I actually developed. I have different programs there because I did start mentoring, of course, and coaching, right? people requested it. I wasn't even going that direction. But anyway, I follow what the universe tells me, right? Because it's just alignment. And you're also going to find my links to my other social media platforms as well there, okay? As far as the group is concerned, again, it is a private group on Facebook that you guys can actually DM me and I will send you the link. All you need to do is just copy and paste it, and that's it, okay? And for those of you, again, that wish to subscribe, this is your opportunity to do so while I'm live. Anybody that does so and wishes to can have a 15-minute Zoom meeting one-on-one just to touch base with one another, okay? And again, I started off by saying about words and how important they are, okay? A lot of times, most of the time, what happens is we use words and we just use them by habit, and we don't really, we're not really conscious of them or aware of them, right? Because words are energy, and when we use words randomly without actually being aware of them, we might be using words that are not energetically in alignment with us. And the universe responds accordingly, because the universe only understands frequency and vibration, okay? And your words are a key indicator of where your vibration is. So it's not the word that matters, it's the way you think that matters, okay? But the word is the key indicator. It's like a tool that helps you discover where you are vibrationally. Of course, the same thing applies for thoughts and anything that you write down as well, or type, right? That's why a lot of times you're going to see me when somebody writes something here, I can already see where you're at vibrationally just by the words you use and how you phrase them, right? Again, there's nothing positive or negative. It's just you becoming aware so you can match the frequency that you want to match, right? That's all it is. MSD, thank you for being here. Please, what happens when the soul leaves the body? So many mediums are confusing people. So I get that. I get that mediums are confusing people. Okay, so this is what happens, and I'm going to say it, and it is like leaving one room and going to the next, literally, okay? Because who you are is not your body, okay? And in reality, we think that our bodies, who we are, but it's not. Our body is just an energetic tool for us to observe and experience this reality, okay? But who we really are is the awareness behind it. It's the consciousness behind it. Consciousness and awareness is not energy, by the way. Two different things. Energy is what everything else is made out of. Like this cup, when you zoom down into it, you're going to find that it is just energy dancing around. Your body is the same thing. It's energy dancing around. But who you are is the one that is observing this. And when you put consciousness and energy together, it's a beautiful dance, because energy responds to consciousness. In other words, you can influence energy. You can literally tell it what to do. You can command it. Why? Because you are that powerful. So, what happens to you is you shift your focus from this reality into another reality. That's what happens, okay? Because it will be a different reality for you. Just like you are experiencing this, even more so, because this reality is dense, it's heavy. Other realities are less dense, less heavy. And what does that mean? That means that you can literally create things instantly just by thinking about them. Depends on what reality you choose to go to and what dimension. But this one is a very heavy one, very dense. And that's why you can even feel your body heavy at times. Beautiful question. Shadow's been 2 days. A new job. Catch you soon. Awesome. Hi from Jamaica. Thank you for joining from Jamaica. That's nice. United Macedonia. Thank you for being here, my friend. How are you? Thank you. Peace. Not a problem. Good day from Malaysia. Good day to you too. United Macedonia. Hello, dear sir. Greetings to all. Love and light. Love and light to you as well, my friend. How have you been? I haven't seen you in a while. Okay, yes. I love that I don't feel anything negative about it, and I'm happy to move forward. There you go, Rachel. And that is your answer. It is dead on. Okay, energetically, the way you just put it here, I love it. Yeah, just move on and don't worry about it because it ran its course, right? And it's time to move on. Brandon, I must go. Okay, bye for now. Yes, please. I would love to join your Facebook group, Zach. Okay, so Brandon, DM me. Okay, DM me, and I'm gonna send you the link for it and copy and paste it. Love and light, my friend. Take care. Louise, hi. Katrina, when you ask to travel, do you have an image in mind of where you want to go? So you can, for example, if you want to go to a certain country, okay, or somebody's house, yes, in that case you can have that image, right? Let's say your parents are living in a different country, just an example, and you want to visit your parents, right? In that case, you would have that image of that house, and instantly you're going to be in that house. Or you would have the image of your parents, whatever way it works. Maybe you don't know the house, right? So you would have the image of your parents, instantly you would be with them. But in cases of just exploring, no. In that case, you just explore. You fly around like you would be flying around with a Lear jet or a rocket or whatever the case might be, or however you feel, right? And that's the way you do. Rick, so true. Awesome, my friend. Manifest in the lotto. You know what the issue with manifesting the lotto is? I'll tell you what it is. A lot of people want to manifest the lotto, okay? But when they try to manifest the lotto, deep down inside, they're not totally convinced. And even if you have this 0.1% of your emotional state not convinced that you're going to win the lotto, okay, you won't win it because you're not a vibrational match to it. It's plain and simple. And this is what a lot of people can't figure out, right? But that is all it is. And even with money, that's all it is. Because you want to manifest money. First of all, I don't even like to use the word manifest, because the minute you say manifest, it means that you don't have it now. So the first key is you need to see it as you have it right here, right now, and stop using the words manifestation. Why? Because in your conscious mind, you might think that that's cool and that's okay, but your subconscious mind is picking this up as not having it, and it's right. It is correct. You don't have it, right? And it sends that message to the universe. The universe is here, picks up this message because your subconscious is giving it this frequency and vibration. The universe picks this up and just reflects it back to you. It's like a mirror. So you shine a light and it bounces off and it bounces right back to you, right? Because the universe doesn't know any better. It just understands frequency and vibration. That's it. So, first thing to do is drop the word manifest. You have the lotto. You won the lotto. Have a specific amount that you want and see it as already been done. Stay awesome. Thank you, my friend. Hi, happy day. Oh, wow. Happy life. Hi, happy day. You remind me of the show back in the day. A lot of us in North America would remember Happy Days with Fonzarelli, of course. That's what you just remind me of. Okay. We have never been born and we will never die. 1000%. Awaken now. 111. I love your name. Awaken now. 111. Big message behind that. Yes, you are totally correct. You were never born and never will die. Totally correct. Because what you see here as a physical body as being born is nothing more than just you focusing on a different reality. That's all it is. But the real you is not even here. You're right. The real you is way above and beyond this. There is a small portion of you here, but not the real you, not the whole you. Very good. I love it. Yasas. Jira Yasuke Susana. Thank you for being here. Nastekala. Camila. I don't know where Camila is. Camila is not here today, or is she? I didn't see her. Luciana, hello. Do you have Romanian ancestors? Sorry if it's too intrusive. Nothing is intrusive for me. I'm not aware of any Romanian ancestors, but at the same time, you never know. But I like to go beyond ancestry and beyond borders and limits, because the minute we put ourselves in, when we try to classify ourselves even as a certain race or a certain religion or a certain gender or a certain color or certain anything, what we are really doing is putting limits to ourselves. Okay? There's nothing wrong with Romanian people, of course. I love everybody. But what I'm saying is it's beyond religion, beyond race, beyond ethnicity, and so on and so on. Because only then can you become what I have named this page as well, Unlimited You. Only then can you become unlimited, when you just skip all borders and all limits. But no, I'm not aware of having any. Thank you for asking. Okay, manifesting and already have thoughts. What is the difference? So manifesting means that you don't have it right here, right now. Okay? The thought, when you think of something, it is happening now. Your thought is right here, right now, in the present moment. So when you connect with that thought and you see it as happening now, that is the difference. Okay? To manifest means it's not here. Your thought is already here. Otherwise, you wouldn't be picking it up. You can only observe your thoughts in the now. Your thoughts are always in the now. That's the difference. Yasu, my friend, thank you. Brandon, I love you. Thank you. Louise, thank you. What about these words, we have never been born and we will never die? So those words, again, mean a lot, because those words are showing the vibration that you are in. They are showing the alignment that you have. And words are energy. So when you phrase it like this, okay, it shows you where you are vibrationally. Okay? Very powerful words. Very powerful. 28 days. Thank you for being out there. Please tell me your view on raising the chrism. I'm not sure I caught the last word. Please retry that. All right, Katrina or Rick. And that's called flow. This, yes, my wonderful friend. It is. I love your energy. Thank you, my friend. I'm just going to go down and see if any of my subs have said that. Okay, Katrina. For anyone who hasn't been in a float tank, I highly recommend it. Perfect. Thank you, Katrina. United Macedonia, okay. Going back down, Katrina. That's so helpful. Thank you, Rick. It's hard to come from a lower life condition to teach it something new. Very hard. I understand that. But then again, we are using terms that we were brought up with, right? Because in reality, Rick, nothing is hard. The hard comes from, it's a thought process, okay? It is our mind that is saying that. Because everything in reality comes effortlessly. There's no effort whatsoever, right? Once we understand how energy operates, just like you said, flow. When you go with the flow, okay, then nothing is impossible. But you are right about the conditioning, right? Because, like I said earlier, people are conditioned in general to believe certain things. And then when you try to change that condition into something so called new, you find resistance. And this is what you're talking about, the hard part. So the resistance simply comes from that, from not seeing things as they are, but rather than seeing them from our thought process and our thoughts. Thank you, Rick. That's wonderful. Okay. I don't have any questions down here, so okay, back up. You guys are awesome, by the way. I really love communicating with all of you here. Just fascinating. Okay. Love your energy. I saw that. So, that's a good question, Louise, or Louis. What are the advantages or the experience of leaving our body gives us? So, what is the experience? So, there's a lot of different advantages and experiences when you leave your body, okay? Like I said, one, you can use this experience for, I'm just gonna crack a joke, for spying on your neighbors if you want. Just kidding, right? You can always go check up on your neighbors and see what they're up to if they're conspiring against you. But no, really, you can use it to go to places, for example, to see loved ones that are maybe at a distance in a different country, or maybe somebody's hospitalized, or whatever the scenario might be. You can see it as a point of connecting with deceased loved ones, okay? Because you're quickly going to realize that once you are astral traveling, that there is no time and space really, and you can just connect instantly with anybody that you want, okay? And the other advantage, of course, is that you can simply use it for exploration purposes, which is what I do with it. I love just to go out and explore different parts of not just this universe, but the multi-universes as well, and other dimensions. And we all have access to this, by the way, okay? And the reason why we have access to it is because when we fall asleep at night, we always astral travel. We just don't remember it, but we always do. Excuse me. I've been talking all day, so that's awesome. And now I know why Rick calls me professor. Just, I talk all the time. All right, I've been there before. That's awesome. Thank you. And James, sir, do you believe in ghosts? So again, a ghost is something that we have been accustomed to believe in. We have been brought up to believe in, right? There are energies out there. We call them ghosts, but in reality, yes, they are spirits. They are entities, or whatever you want to call them, all right? But they are not those negative things that we are led to believe, okay? They are there trying to communicate with you. They are there trying to share information with you. A lot of times, because we are in different realities, of course, we don't understand those messages, and we mistakenly consider them to be negative or something. But from that aspect, I get it. But yes, there are definitely energies out there, or ghosts, whatever you want to call them. And you can connect with them. You can connect with spirits. I call them spirits. But yes, you can. Are you from California? Sorry. No, I'm not from California. But some days, especially when it's cold down here, I would love to be in California those days. Hello, hello. Okay, but I did hear that you guys had some snow lately, which is actually quite different than what California normally is. But I know that you guys had it up in the mountaintops, right? So it's all good. Spirit Hippo, hi. How to get rid of anger caused by trauma? The body seems to take control. So you've done a couple of good things here. First of all, you understand what it is. You've labeled it as anger, which I wouldn't even label it, of course, right? It's just energy that you don't want to connect with, right? What it's caused from, again, you're putting a certain label there. Focus on becoming more aware of the present moment. And the way you do this is by simply, you can do it multiple ways. One way is you can connect with your inner body or your energy throughout your body. You can also connect through your breath if you silently just pay attention to your breathing. And the reason for this is because the minute you do this, what happens is you're giving your mind a task. Your mind can't really do two different things at the same time. So instead of you listening to your mind when it's talking, you are giving your mind a job. What's the job? To be present, to be fully aware of what's happening now. So then your mind focuses on that, thus forgetting about the anger and the trauma and everything else. It just puts it in the back burner for a moment. And while it does that, you feel in total bliss because you are living the moment. And when you are in that blissful moment, then you also have control of your body. Okay, that's how you do that. It takes work, but you can do it. And Bev, how do you learn to remote viewing? So again, this one takes a little bit of practice, but it is not out of your reach. Okay, the way you do this, you can simply test it out with maybe even with somebody in your room, in your house. You can have somebody in a different room. You can sit in one room, and you can, for example, have them do a gesture, maybe smile, or maybe frown, or whatever that gesture might be. And then you would just simply be still, be silent, okay? Because that's key here. You don't want your mind taking over. And just put the intention that you want to know what that person is doing in the other room. And the first image that comes to you is always the best image. Thank you, United. And the reason for this is because after the first image has appeared, your mind kicks in, your thoughts kick in, and they're going to go something like, this is a useless exercise. What are you doing? Don't be silly. You can't really do that, and blah, 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 blah. So you don't want to listen to that. Just shut that off. And the way you shut it off is by being fully present in the moment, right? So try it out. Practice with it. Play with it. And tell me how that plays out for you. Or you can have somebody across the room holding a deck of cards, right? And have them go through the cards. Just pick one card and try to guess what that card is. That's all remote viewing. That all falls under remote viewing, telepathy, and so on. It's all the same umbrella, okay? So thank you, my friend. Let them pick a card, let them look at the card, and then you focus on it. So the idea for you here is to go through the whole deck. So whatever it is, 52 cards, 54 with the jokers, just go through the whole deck of cards, right? And see how many you score correct. And then after, keep doing it more times and more times, and you're going to slowly see that your number is going to increase, which also means that you are getting better at it. Okay, that's how you do that, Bev. Katrina, that's so helpful. Thank you. Awesome. Rick, yes, we've already answered that. What to do against depression? The same thing that I was talking about earlier. Stay focused and present in the moment, right here, right now. And this is big. This is huge. Because when we become focused in the moment, our brain, our mind, our thoughts in the thinking process can't take control of it. Okay? Because we are giving our brain a job to do. And in this case, we are telling our brain to focus in the present moment. And when it does that, we feel blissful. Thus, that's your answer to depression. Okay? MSD, what are your thoughts on life after the body dies? So yeah, I've already mentioned that a few times on this live. It is like leaving one room and entering the other. You just simply change focus, you change scenarios, you change rooms. All day, higher self. Same thing. The higher self is who you really are. It's spot on. What's the movie Soul? It's spot on. Okay, thank you, Bev. Gonna go down and see if any of my United, thank you, my friend. Any of my subs have something to say? Okay, Rick. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing to have that gift to give. That's why we love you. Thank you, Rick. Always a pleasure. And like I've said before, we all have gifts, and you have gifts, Rick. And I know you have gifts, and I know that you have gifts, and I know that you can't wait to share them with the world because you are that good, and I know that. It wasn't always like that for you, by the way, Rick, but recently, I would say in the last few months or so, this has become big for you. United Macedonia, sir, you're right for everything. That with vibration is amazing, happening to me. I'm glad to hear that, my friend. I get that. That is totally remarkable, isn't it? Thank you. Okay, it's Prof. Nuff. Can you? Okay, I think Katrina had something here. Yes. I put my awareness on the energy in my body. I felt more pain for a couple of days, then it went. Yeah, because you're not used to feeding your body with that kind of energy. That's why. So a lot of times when we start doing this, our body at the beginning might kind of retaliate because it doesn't know what to do with all this extra attention that you are giving it. And of course, when you give it attention, you're feeding it energy, right? But it will subside just like it did, and it will by far feel much, much better. And at the same time, you're going to feel one with your body and everything else. Thank you for the hearts, Macedonia. All right, what else here? Cool. Gonna do it more as live alone. Awesome. Dwayne, okay, can you do astral travel anytime or a day or just at nighttime? You can do it anytime you want, really. Okay. The reason why we say nighttime is because at nighttime our environment around us is quieter. Okay. And when you want to astral travel, you want to be in a place where it is quiet, you don't have any distractions, and you are still yourself, right? That's why we say nighttime, because in general at nighttime our environment is already quiet. People are going to sleep, there's less traffic on the roads, there's less noise around. That's why we say night. But in reality, it doesn't matter, okay? The time does not matter. You can do it anytime. Lewis, okay, my friend writes a word in a paper at his house if I try to go there by astral traveling. Yes, you can. That's a good exercise. Let them write a paper. Let them write a word on the paper. And then you try to astral travel and figure out what they wrote. That is awesome. And at the same time, you will be totally convinced after that this was real and not in your imagination. I love that. See, you guys are very creative. I love this. Can I prove I really went there and I wasn't crazy? Yes, you can. You can prove that you really went there and you weren't crazy. But having said this, I also want you to realize something, okay? I also want you to realize that the same scenario is playing out in different dimensions as well and in different realities, okay? So when you say to prove, you can, but at the same time, You might enter a different reality where you and your friend are there doing the same thing, and he wrote a different word. Okay, but that reality is just as real as this one. So now, which reality did you go to? You see where I'm getting with it? Just because he wrote a word, you didn't pick it, doesn't mean that it didn't happen, because it happened in a different reality. Not could have happened, it happened in a different reality. Because we have multiple realities happening simultaneously, okay? And it kind of gets dicey and tricky when we astral travel in which reality we are. It really does, right? But that's awesome. Thank you for mentioning that. Rick, so true, so true. It's all about love. It's all about love. I love you. I love you too, Rick. You are amazing, my friend. I love you. Katrina, I love these lives. Thank you. And I love having all you wonderful folks here as well. Katrina, by the way, yes, we do have a Facebook group that is private. Anybody that wants to join can DM me, okay? And I can just simply send you the link. All you need to do is copy and paste it. And boom, you're going to be in a group with a lot of wonderful people. And a few of them have joined already, and we are already exchanging thoughts and ideas with one another. And in most cases, they're just communicating with one another. I'm not even there. I am there, but I mean, I don't have to regulate anything, and that's wonderful. I love that. Okay, United Macedonia, sir. Right now, I'm fighting a mild cold. Is there a cure? As you know, my friend, there is a cure for everything. But the first thing we need to do is drop the word cure. Because when you throw that word into this bag, what happens is we are automatically saying to ourselves and to the universe that we are sick. Okay? This is very, very important. And this is where a lot of people kind of lose the mark, I should say, right? Or miss the mark. You cannot see somebody that you want to heal, even yourself, right, as being sick. Ever. All right? And the reason for that is because you've already prejudged them when you come across somebody, including yourself. When you come across yourself, even if you have the so-called cold and you're fighting it, right? Just feel it energetically and let it go. Don't put a label on it as, oh, I got the cold. Don't put a label as if I'm fighting. Even the word fighting, okay? Fighting means resistance. Resistance means you are growing this energetic block even more, okay? You need to go, like Rick said earlier, go with the flow, right? I love that, Rick. I'm going to keep saying that. Go with the flow. You need to just go with the flow and don't resist it, because when you resist it, you are creating this energetic block. It's just a mindset. It really is. It's a mindset. And you just need to work on that mindset, because your mindset tells you where you are energetically. Okay? Try it. Can pick crayons from a box. Awesome. Yes. Yeah, you can do that as well. You can pick different colored crayons from a box and try to see what they are. I got the orange one, I got the red one, I got the yellow one, I got the purple one, and so on and so on. Yeah, definitely. I'm tapping away. Thank you, Katrina. I knew you were tapping away. Love and light to you. Now, Masoni. Sir, sometimes I don't make the tick. I feel awful, and I try to be in present moment. So, don't try to be in the present moment. Just be in the present moment. To be is effortlessly. You don't need to exude any energy to be. All you need to do is just look around you, connect with your body, like literally, just look at it, connect with it, just connect with your feelings, your shoulders, your head, uh, the environment around you. Just connect with everything and just be. Don't think of anything else, right? Become present. Amazing things will happen. And don't put those labels like awful and this and that. Those are labels that we are, you know, they're not serving us. They're not serving us at the present moment to use these labels. Just let them go, okay? Thank you. I will DM you after the live for the link. Awesome. Love you, brother. Love you too. Okay. Katrina, you are awesome. Okay, let's go back up. Did I miss anybody? I might have missed a few people because, again, I go down and I look for my subscribers. By the way, if anybody hasn't subscribed and wishes to, you can do it while I am here live, okay? And anybody that does subscribe and wishes to, again, can have a 15-minute Zoom meeting one-on-one with me, just to, you know, catch up. Okay, I think we mentioned all this. If powerful enough, can you do real physical teleportation? Yes, you can. As a matter of fact, physical teleportation is nothing more than just shifting dimensions or shifting realities. That's all it is. I even did a few videos on that, or maybe one, at least one, I know that, about shifting realities. And there's multiple ways you can do it. One is through the mirror technique that I mentioned. There's other techniques like door techniques as well. You can literally walk into any room you want, see the door, and see the door as being a portal, because it really is. So every time you open the door, you enter into a different room. For example, you just see yourself in a different reality. And it does, by the way. So yes, this so-called teleportation is the same thing. You're just shifting dimensions. And believe me, you don't need to be that powerful to do it. It's just about shifting your awareness. Okay. What do you believe Jesus was? A prophet? So, this is the thing. It doesn't matter what I believe Jesus was. It all depends on what you believe. And the reason for this is because everybody has a different connection to different people and personalities. And whatever Jesus means to you, then you should go by that. And the reason being is because energetically, there is, you need to be there in order to grow from that and expand from that. Okay? So it doesn't, whatever I believe about Jesus is really irrelevant. It all depends on what you believe about him. Beautiful questions. I love it. Greetings from Romania. Thank you for being here, my friend. Love and light to you. Any other questions? Bev, have to go now? Have to be up early to feed horses. Thank you. That's awesome, Bev. Yes. Love and light to you, and thanks for joining the group, Bev. Rick, so true, it's all about love. Yeah, we mentioned that. Thank you. Katrina, thank you. United Macedonia, we mentioned that. Can you pick up crayons from Bucks? Yeah, mentioned that too. Awesome. Yeah, awesome. Don't make up the tick. Okay, yeah, we mentioned that too. Katrina, thank you. I will DM you. Yes, so we mentioned all these. Love you, brother. That's awesome. Katrina, awesome, awesome. Go with the flow. Yes, you guys are awesome. Thank you, United Macedonia. United Macedonia. I'm preparing for my country's presentation in Brussels, and I am excited. Awesome. And I know that you are going to do very, very well in preparing for your country's presentation. And I know that it is an exciting time for you. So when you are done with all of it, please share with me what your experience was. Okay, maybe you can even contact me directly from there because I know that this means a lot to you. I really, really do. All right. So again, I'm going to say what I was saying at the beginning about watching our words and how we use them, because words are energy. Words are a clear indicator of where we stand vibrationally. And a lot of times we use these words without becoming aware, without creating this awareness behind it, right? We just use them randomly because we're just used to using some words. But our subconscious mind doesn't know any better. And our subconscious mind is picking up on these words, and it is sending that vibration, that message out to the universe or the field. I love that. And then it responds back accordingly by simply just acting as a reflector, as a mirror. So you hit it with a beam and it comes right back to you. So words are very, very important. Be wise as to how you use them, okay? Always use them in the present tense. Always use them in a positive way. And never, ever talk bad about yourself or others because, again, it is the vibration that you are kicking in with. Peace. Thank you for subscribing. That is awesome. Okay. Was not. Okay. I was traumatized when my mother died. I found out that she had signed a will 4 months after she died. Yeah. So I get it, why it can be a traumatizing scenario, especially when you lose a mother, right? When I was watching the sea, she appeared as a hologram. That is amazing. That is truly, truly amazing. And I know that it is not an experience that you're going to forget ever. Ever. You're not going to forget that because this is powerful. And that's also an indicator that she loves you dearly. And I'm saying loves you because I get it. She passed, but she's here in the present moment. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you. Really. All right. Again, for those of you that don't know who I am, you can always click on my page here on TikTok. You can hit a follow, of course. And at the same time, you can hit the little bell icon. Every time I upload a video, you will get notified. And if you go at the bottom of my page, you're going to find Linktree. You can tap on that. When you do so, my website's link is going to be there. It's a brand new website I created. A lot of people wanted mentoring and coaching and all that, so I created that. Also, my links to my other social media platforms are there, except for the Facebook group or my Facebook profile. For that, it is under Unlimited You, but for the profile, you would have to actually send me a DM, and I'm going to have to send you the link, and you can just copy and paste. Okay. And for those of you that want to subscribe, again, this is your last opportunity. Before I close, you can subscribe. Anybody that does so and wishes to can have a 15-minute Zoom meeting with me one-on-one. All right, so let's see. What other questions before I close? Not to worry about. Yes, she was fine. Your mom, of course. Rosa G, thank you for bringing me to my highest self on your lives. Wisdom, your energy of love remind us. Rosa, thank you for being here, honestly. Love and light to you, and thank you for your wonderful words. Again, we all grow, we all expand together, okay? And this is the point of my lives and everything else. I just love being with everybody. I just love communicating with everybody. I love sharing my knowledge. And of course, you have knowledge as well, okay? And that's why that's why I created this Facebook group as well. So like-minded people can come together and express their views, express their gifts, like Rick was saying earlier. Go with the flow, because there is so much information between us that we can all use and grow and evolve. All right. And on that note, I am going to close. I have been speaking for quite a while already. That's why Rick calls me Professor. I love you, Rick. Right. Love and light to all. Thank you for being here, all of you. United Macedonia, Katrina, uh, Bev, Rick, so on and so on and so on. I love yous all. Okay. Duarte, thank you for being here. Love and light to you. 28 days. Love you, man. Thank you. Peace. Thank you for subscribing. Love and light to you as well. Okay, I want to thank everybody again. Love and light. And no matter what you do, be the greatest you. You can always go and check the video that I just uploaded. I think it was, I don't know, 3 hours ago. Please hit, what do you call it? Hit the share button if you like, right? Just share it to as many people as you want. Okay, that includes all videos, of course. Why? Because like that we expand, we grow the community. Okay, love and light. Thank you for being here. Love yous all very, very much.